Assalamualaikum and hi, we are student of Investment Analysis, BA114, and we are from UTM1. So today we're going to talk about a microeconomics, ECO162, and our topic is Gardenia. So let's move on to our slide. Okay, so this is our group members. Consists of 5 members. We have given an order to do a video presentation based on our group report. So without further ado, let's jump into our first content. So in this introduction, we will be discussing 4 parts of the study. And the first one is objective of work. Second one is definition of economics. Third one is 3 conventional economic concepts, and the last one is 4 economic problem. So here is work objective. So our objective of studies is to understand what economics is and how does it works on our daily life. It is to determine how we can solve something like choosing the second best option. It's not matter at what kind of situation. Economics is focused on a global thing, and doing this study would enhance our knowledge more on how the economy works. In addition to understanding the economics in general, we also aim to study Islamic economics, which follows the teaching of the Quran and Sunnah. So before we going deep into the studies, let's us understand first what the economics is. So basically, economics is a study of how people use their limited resources to fulfill their unlimited wants, and this involves in alternatives or choices. So here are the 3 conventional economics concepts. So the first one is scarcity. Scarcity is basically a fundamental concept in economics that refers to the basic economic problem. It exists because wants are unlimited, while resources are limited. Wants always exceed the limited resources to satisfy them. Any resources that is not available in unlimited quantities is considered as scarce. And for example, when it comes to Gardenia, an operated bakeries in Malaysia, to produce the products successfully, they require some resources such as ingredients, labor, and machinery. They must make a decision on how to allocate those resources efficiently without any waste. The second one is choice. When scarcity exists, of course, you need to make choices, right? So choice is basically decision making. It exists when you face a scarcity. When you found there's a scarce, you need to choose which one is the most profitable for you. For example, when Gardenia wants to produce bread and bakery, they need to determine which one is the most beneficial for them. Depends on the cost of production, market demand, and their production capacity. And the last one is opportunity cost. It's actually the second best alternative that has to let go for another choice that gives you more satisfaction. So here you can understand, right? Opportunity cost is not a cost, but a second best item that you choose, that you go for that. So for instance, Gardenia wants to produce bread and instant noodle, but as seen by many factors like cost of production, market demand, and quantity produced, the bread has seen to be more profitable than instant noodle. Therefore, Gardenia should choose bread rather than instant noodle, and this will make instant noodle as an opportunity cost. So let's move on to the next one. So here we're going to talk about 4 economic problems. So first one is what to produce. What you're going to produce, it actually depends which goods or services you produce. The types of goods to produce depends on the market demands, and the price of mechanism. So the second one is how to produce. The most efficient method and techniques of production, whether capital intensive or labor intensive, are very good. For example, like producing bread, including a bread like Gardenia, involves several steps and process. This includes steps like ingredients selection, mixing ingredients, baking, and packaging. So the third one is how much to produce. It also depends on the demands, the price mechanism. Determining on how much to produce is actually a bit challenging. Like you need to forecast the demand accurately to know how much you want to produce the goods. If you produce too much, it may end up with unsold stocks, leading to waste, and this will lead to surplus. If you produce too little, it may not be able to meet the customers' demand and leading to shortage. So you can see that it's a bit hard to balance between these things. So the last one is for whom to produce. This problem refers to the distribution of final goods. The problem of income distribution and purchasing power. People who have more income will get a lot of goods rather than people who have a low income level. So that's it for our first content. Let's jump to our second content, and it is the main discussion. So let's go. So here our main discussion. Finally, we go to the main one. Okay, I mean, like, what are the differences? How about Islamic perspective in economics? Islamic conventional. What are the difference? Capitalist, socialist, mixed. I mean, what are those? The history of Islamic economic system. Is there a connection between those things? It's all here, and we are going to talk all of this later. Okay, so let's move on.
So the first discussion is how Islamic perspective differ from conventional perspective in defining economics. The first one is Islamic economics. Based on Sharia principle, believe all resources are managed by God, Rububiyyah, emphasize stewardship, Khalifah, and sustainable resource use. Various moral behavior, tazkiyah, and societal welfare, Ukhuwah and Al-Falah. Encourage wealth redistribution through zakat and sadaqah. The second one is conventional economics, focus on market mechanism and resource efficiency. Recognize scarcity and factor of production, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Aim to minimize costs and maximize profits. The last is share concept. Both consider choice and opportunity cost. Conventional economics emphasize individual preference, while Islamic economics consider broader societal goals and ethics.
Okay, second discussion is talk about 3 conventional economic concepts using Islamic views. First of all, interest or riba. From conventional economic views, interest or riba is a fundamental part of financial system. Bank charge interest on loans, and individuals earn interest on saving. For Islamic economics perspective, interest is strictly prohibited. Consider haram. Instant Islamic financial release on profit sharing, mudarabah, and risk sharing muharakah to ensure fairness. The second one is religious influence. From conventional economic views, religions does not play a significant role in conventional economics. Decisions are primarily driven by market force and profit motives. For Islamic economics perspective, religion specifically, Islamic principles significantly influence economic decisions. Values like justice, kindness, and societal well-being guide economic activities. Last but not least, ethics versus profit. Conventional economic views, profit maximization is the primary focus, often without strong ethical consideration. From Islamic economics perspective, ethical behavior, social responsibility, and fairness are equally important alongside financial gains.
Let's continue to the next slide. The history of true Islamic economic system. The first, foundations of Islamic economics. Tawhid, or monotheism. It emphasizes the oneness and sovereignty of God in all aspects of life, including economics. And Rububiyyah, God's nurturing role promoting growth and development for individuals and society. Second, human needs and well-being. Daruriyah, which means basic necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing. Hajiyah, additional comforts, or we known as needs, such as marriage, communication tools, and means of transportation. Lastly, Kamaliyah and Tahsiniyah. It is luxuries and well-being enhancements. Third, ethical conduct and purity. Tazkiyah emphasizes moral purity and elimination of corruption. Califate, human as stewards responsible for fair and just economic practices. Fourth, avoidance of harmful practices. Prohibition of usury or riba. It ensures fairness in transactions. Ethical design standards, balancing profit and public interest, avoiding harmful practices. Example, gratia, gambling. Fifth, environmental responsibility. Sustainable production. It aligns with the Caliphate concept. And preserving the earth, responsible stewardship for future generations. And the sixth one, equity and social justice, ukhuwah or brotherhood. Is for social harmony and mutual assistance. And lastly, wealth redistribution, zakat or compulsory charity and sedekah, voluntary charity.
So, for the how the Islamic economic system differs and is superior to capitalist, socialist, and mixed economic system. First of all, socio-economics, justice and fairness. 1. Emphasize fair wealth and distribution. Number 2 is to promote character responsibility and the moral behavior. The third one is the mechanism like zakat and sedekah to reduce the disparities between the rich and the poor. By doing that, we can help more of the poor people to help their life, to make them life more easier. The second one is ethical concern and moral value. First of all, integrate ethics into economic activities, and then contrast with profit-driven capitalist economies. And the last one, uphold integrity and in financial transaction. Number 3, prioritizing society well-being. First of all is the brotherhood, or the other mean is ukhuwah, and religious well-being, or the other word is al-falah, are emphasized in this topic. They are encourage personal entrepreneurship within Sharia standard and foster an inclusive financial behavior. After that, we have integration of spiritual, social, and economic dimension, which is the first one is Sharia law guide by economic decision making and ensure alignment with ethical value. And lastly, strive for the social cohesion and environmental sustainability. After that, we will move on to the conclusion, which is the whole summary report of this assignment. In conclusion, the exploration of economics through traditional and Islamic lens reveal an idea, values, and target, while conventional economic root in secular framework prioritize market performance and individual applicant maximization. Islamic economics offers a holistic technique that integrates ethical, moral, and non-secular dimension into financial choice making. Islamic economics guided by means of ideas along with stewardship, social monetary justice, and environmental sustainability give an alternative to capitalist, socialist, and combined economic system. By that, emphasizing honest wealth distribution, selling societal welfare over personal wealth accumulation, and incorporating ethical concern into monetary activities. Islamic economics offer a vision for a greater inclusive, equitable, and sustainable society.
So let's move on to the very last one, challenges faced by Muslim. So how Muslims should face the challenges of the current economic system. As we knew, day by day, the technology keep on advancing. The modern day economic system gives us numerous of difficulties, whether in taking a loan or purchase goods. The system economic nowadays have focused more on conventional rather than Islamic system. The core of Islamic system is justice and equal, which means that all of our activities, whether in business or financial transaction, we must honest in everything we do. As we know, our system for now has been more to conventional, and this makes Muslims a bit hard to adapt with the current system because of the religion that they must follow. As a Muslim, following the Quran and Sunnah is a must for us. Muslim could face the current system economic if they increase the knowledge more on the Islamic teaching. For example, they can avoid interest in loan or anything that would make you do the forbidden thing in Islam. Muslim can practice for charity, zakat, social welfare, which is sadaqah, because it can help other Muslims in any situation. Muslim university students can also study in Islamic finance or economics because it can impact the world of business by promoting the Islamic policies. In the end, Muslims could find a way to make the economic slowly follow the Sharia law and fight for the change in systems that are unequally. So I guess that it's from us, and there's nothing more. Finally, I want to say thank you for coming And thank you for watching our presentation. Bye bye.